is our heat gun safety device. As you can see, it's composed of 3 components. We have an insulating box, a controller box, and a motorized turntable platform. So the insulating box basically holds the heat gun inside and physically isolates it from the user. Over here we see an aperture, which basically allows the heat gun's nozzle's airflow to come outside and hit the turntable and therefore shrink wrap the bottle. We have some safety tape on here to ensure that the user knows that this region gets really hot, and as a result they should not be touching it. We have handles attached to both sides of the box, and these basically allow for portability. So the user needs to transfer the box to another tabletop or workbench, they can just simply carry it using these handles. The box top is connected with a hinge, which basically opens. And so there's a slit also in the back part of the box lid, and it allows for the heat gun's handle to protrude outward. So this is our heat gun. And here we have a heat sleeve, which goes over the nozzle of the heat gun. And this basically prevents the nozzle from protruding outwards, so the user won't actually brush against it. So the heat gun and heat sleeve go into this box, where we have a stabilizing platform. So as you can see here, the heat gun just falls into place, rests on this, and we slide the connector through the aperture. And now the heat gun is secured to the insulating box.
So here we have our control box. And as you can see on the top of the control box, we have a knob to adjust the amount of time that the heat gun and the motor are turned on. This can be adjusted between 0 and 35 seconds. We also have a start button, which turns on the entire apparatus, including the heat gun and the motor. On the side of the control box, you can see we have 3 plugs. The first plug is for the AC-DC adapter that powers the timer. The second plug is for the motor, which we must make sure is plugged all the way in. And lastly, the third plug is for the heat gun itself. There's also a cable coming out of the control box that goes to our surge protector. The surge protector controls the master power from the entire apparatus and must be switched on or off in order for the device to work.
This is the motor for our turntable. As you can see, it's being housed within this box here. And there's a cover to cover it. And before I place the turntable on the motor, notice that there's a fixture here with a hole that should fit onto the shaft of the motor. And to tighten it, there's a screw here which you tighten against the flat part of the shaft. Okay, so let me put this on the motor. And I'll screw it tight. Okay, so for the turntable, notice there are markings here to help center the bottles for different sizes. And then there are these screws to help balance the largest bottle. And before you place the bottle onto the turntable, there's this plug here which is removable for different sizes. And to place the plug on the turntable, notice there are holes for the 2 screws, which you can place and position the plug. So now I can take a bottle, invert it with the shrink wrap, and place it on the table.
Now I'm going to be giving a demonstration of our device. First, you want to make sure that the surge protector here is switched on, and that the heat gun inside the insulating box is switched on. And now we take our bottle with our shrink wrap on top, we turn it upside down and place it in the middle of the platform between the rods. Then we set the timer knob to 15 seconds, and we hit the red switch button. And after the time is up, the device will automatically turn itself off, and here we have our beautifully shrink-wrapped bottle.
Just like you working on your machine, Billy.
Let's see.
Billy.
Let's see how it does it.
Billy, quit trying to get you some TV time and work just like you work on your machine, okay? They're gonna take a picture. You just keep working like you're working on yours.
You're cranking them out.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
I'm surprised I didn't measure it up when there was not on that line.
Seems like it's going to let a lot of people do it that couldn't do it before.
Because I already got somebody in mind. So.
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause everything else is good. I mean,
Uh-huh.
see, especially this came out like that. You know, that's perfect.